I have in front of me the speeches of Adnani. Now we're going to show you what a filthy, evil Khariji he really is, and how much he has to answer for to Allah. O slave of Allah, O Muwahhideen, if the Tawagheet have shut the door of Hijrah in your faces, then open the door of Jihad in theirs. Make your deed a source of their regret. Truly the smallest act you do in their land is more beloved to us than the biggest act done here. It is more effective for us and more harmful to them. If one of you wishes and strives to reach the land of the Islamic State, then each of us wishes to be in your place to make an example of the Crusaders, day and night, scaring them and terrorizing them until every neighbor fears his neighbor. If one of you is unable, then do not make light of throwing a stone at the Crusader in his land, and do not underestimate any deed, and its consequences are great for the Mujahideen, and effect is noxious to the disbelievers. It has reached us that some of you do not act due to their incapacity to reach military targets, or finding fault with targeting those who are called civilians. So they leave harming them, doubting the permissibility thereof. Know that inside the land of the belligerent Crusaders there is no sanctity of blood and no existence of those so-called innocents. This is the venue for mentioning all the evidences, for the list is too long, and to at least of which is dealing with them unjust, as their warplanes do not distinguish between one who is armed and one who is unarmed, nor between man and woman. Know that your targeting those who are called civilians is more beloved to us and more effective, and it is more harmful and painful and a greater deterrent to them. So go forth, O Muwahhideen, everywhere. It will be that you attain great reward, even Shahada during Ramadan. Here, in the land of the disbelievers, we are Darul Ahad. We are in the land of contract. We have a passport. We have visas. We have contracts for work, contracts with the councils, contracts with the governments to obey the law of this land, whether they go against Islam or not. Meaning, you cannot just go outside and do whatever you like and harm the community of the LGBTQ, no matter how you feel about it and how badly it goes against the principles of our religion. You cannot steal, rob, commit crimes, anything that is against the law in this country. Well, they will say they have invaded Muslim land and they have harmed Muslims and they have insulted Allah and His Messenger. Well, in the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, terms had to be stipulated in the contract between both parties. And the Prophet ﷺ was given terms that if anyone from Mecca came to him, he had to return them, whether they were Muslim or not. Now this term seems really oppressive, but it is a prerequisite that the Prophet ﷺ accepted, and he adhered to it as well. This was not in the best interest of the Muslims, but because it was part of the terms, he agreed to it. Now going back to the contract of security that we have here in this country, we did not put any preconditions to say that if you insult Allah and His Messenger, then the contract is broken and we will break the contract. We did not put in there a condition saying if you invade Muslim lands and harm civilians in Muslim lands, that the contract is broken and we will do what we want and your blood will now become halal. The Prophet ﷺ honored the contract, and we honor the contract. By you breaking that contract, you are in contrary to the Sunnah. Al-Adnani is in contrary to the Sunnah. We did not agree to your Islamic State. We do not agree to the validity of this Islamic State. So now how is your rubbish that you're mumbling obligated upon us? He is an irhabi. He got what he deserved. And all of you who support them, when you are collared like the dog that you are, you will get what you deserve, and Allah will punish you by their hands. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala nabiyyina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.